Namaste. I see the God in you. And who sees the God in you, if not God? We have been put under the most spectacular illusion. An illusion that is so vast, so deep, that we really struggle to see it. I am Buddha. And you are also a Buddha. I am God. I'm God. This is God. This is all God. And so are you. How could it possibly be that we can see that infinity flows through every aspect and every corner of this universe, of this living universe, and yet not through me, like I'm separate? That doesn't feel right. Doesn't sit quite right. Does it sit quite right with you? When we dig deep and we experience our true nature, that means that we must go deep. Deeper than the personality. Deeper than my personality. Deeper than my senses, your senses, our senses. Sense body. Behind, below. Because awareness, this awareness, aware of the dirt, aware of the smoke, aware of the birds, aware of the sun, aware of the camera, aware of you watching. Aware of the irritation from the smoke in my lungs, in my throat. This awareness. is currently experiencing humanness, human beingness. I'm a human being. Wow. 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 I'm a human being. I'm a human being. Whew. And this is what we should all be doing. I'm a human being. Whew. Precious human life. This precious human life. Why? Because look at this world. Look at this earth. Look at the animals. We could have showed up here as the consciousness of any animal. Every animal. It's kind of getting to me. It's all God. It's all God. The biggest illusion that we've been put under is Dvaita, or duality. Two-ness. That there's me and there's you. There's this fire and there's this rock, and there's this fly, and there's this tea. And that somehow these elements are all separate. Here's the reality. This tea is in a mug. This mug is made from ceramic. It's made from clay. It's made from minerals, rocks, here, in here. This fire set this and hardened this into what it is. Hardened the glazes. This fire, which is the same element as the sun, is why we're all here. No sun? No sun. Imagine life with no sun. Imagine life with no sun. There is nothing you can see around me that has not been touched by the sun. There's no life without the sun. Advaita. Not two. Not two. So let's fully dispel some of the myths and some of the illusions that we see coming up in many different spiritual, religious, traditional, ideological systems of belief. Because what I'm teaching here is not belief. It's not belief. It's truth. It's true that this rock, maybe not this exact rock, but rock, minerals are here. It's true that minerals are in these bones. It's true. No one's going to deny that. It's true that minerals are in these teeth, in this hair, in these toenails. It's true that no sun means no life. Nobody's going to debate that. Same is true for water. This beautiful blue planet, watery planet. This is all God. This is all God's creation. Now, fundamentally, the mind speaks words, thinks thoughts, speaks words, and we start to mistake reality for the abstraction of language. Language is an abstraction. Sun, the word, the sound, sun, gives you an idea of the sun, a concept of the sun. Not the same thing as the actual sun. God, the word God, is not God. How can God, how can infinite intelligence, the one who created and is creating, the one who is the master of all of this, master artist, fit into a word. How can we fit all of that into a word? All of this into a word or a sound? And so what we've come to do is we've come to abstract God, infinite, infinity, the Tao that can be named is not the eternal Tao. This is the first line of the Tao Te Ching. The Tao that can be named, God, is not the eternal Tao. Tao, yin-yang, nature, everythingness, all of it. Good, bad, everything in between. All the judgments, all the bliss, fucking highs and the fucking lows, all of it. Not as distinct in the mind as high and low. One, full spectrum. Full spectrum, everythingness. Everythingness. The shame, the pain, the bliss, the joy, the orgasms, the torture. Nothing excluded. It's all here. I am here. I am. I am. And so we have forgotten. And even the forgetting is God. Because even the forgetting serves a sacred purpose. Without emptiness in the sky, we would not experience the stars at night. Without emptiness in the sky, we would not experience the sun. We would not experience the moon. Without a sense of coolness, I would not experience warmth. But what we tend to do is we separate. We go cool, warm, as if they're separate, rather than seeing and understanding and experiencing that from cool to warm to hot is a full cycle. It's a full circle. It's a full spiral. They're not distinct, separate entities. Only the mind, conceptually, can, this is over there, this is over there, let's catalogue this, let's put that over there, put that one over there, this belongs over here, let's put this one against this one belongs back here. Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Well, let's take a look at the world that we're living in today. Libraries, museums, skyscrapers, football ovals, politicians, law, court systems, medical system, medication. The mind, the mental dimension of a human being in our culture, in this culture now, is on fucking steroids. We have become so mental. This has completely overtaken this. And that is an inversion of our nature. Our nature is this leads, this follows. This leads. That means heart first. What do I feel? What do I intuit? What do I sense? Where's my trust? Where's my trust in this environment? Where's my trust? Where's my trust? Where's my trust? Where is my trust? That I am here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. How many of us feel that life is just random and chaotic? Random and chaotic. You live your life, do what you want, up to a point, live within the barriers and parameters of society, and then you die. That's it. Just lights out, black. The end. If you resonate with that on any level, you got some waking up to do. We've got some waking up to do. So where shall we begin? Let's begin with truth. What is truth? Is there even truth? We are under a spell. We're under a spell of our own making. It's a beautiful line in a Tool song off their latest album, where he sings, this madness of our own making. So who did this? Who did this madness to us? Created this illusion of duality, of separateness. Because I get it. I get the illusion. And I find myself still pulled back into it constantly. There's a really popular idea floating around in consciousness, in the culture, that truth is subjective. Let's call it postmodernism. Truth is subjective. I have my truth. I'm sharing my truth with you. This is all subjective. You have your truth. It is all subjective. Everybody's truth is subjective. So then, is there an overarching truth or a unifying truth that is so vast that it can include duality, that it can include individual subjectivity. Individual, not in the sense of I am separate, but individual in the sense that I am part of the multiplicity of the one. There's only one. This is all one. How can it be separate? Only the mind separates things out. This is this, that is that. But just because the mind says that doesn't make it true. So this is going beyond mind. Or we could say this is going from human Maya mind, illusion-filled mind, subjective mind, thinking that our subjective reality is the only reality, and starting to come into a place of no mind. We could call it no mind, or we could call it mind, capital M. Mind. The mind. Whose mind? Our direct connection with infinite intelligence. That we are. This is infinite intelligence. When I say that I am God, I am God. Let me be really clear. I am God in the sense that I am God's child. I am a child of God. I'm a child of God. You are a child of God. We are children. We ourselves, as this human incarnation, did not create this world and this universe, so I am not God in that sense. But I am part of creation, and fundamentally there is no separation. There is no separation. Advaita and avidya. Avidya means wrong perception, misperception. It's not that I did something wrong. It's not that I am wrong in my core. It's not that I'm a sinner and I'm going to hell. I just misperceived it. I just saw it wrong. And anything that I saw wrong will show up down the line in the way that I live my life. Will show up in my behavior. Will show up in my relationships. Will show up in my life. And ultimately will lead to suffering. Any misperception will lead to suffering. So why do we suffer? Really? Why do we suffer? You really want this answer? Because we misperceive reality. We misperceive what is. If we saw things as they truly are, we would wake up every morning and we would say, thank you for this life. Thank you for this fire. Thank you for me. Thank you for me. Thank you for you. Thank you for you. Thank you for you. Thank you. Thank you just for being. Thank you for being. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you. Thank you for even wanting to wake up. Because we know that if this world was to wake up, we would be living in a much more peaceful and loving world together. We would see everyone as part of our family, as our brothers and our sisters. That is the truth. So thank you. We would say thank you for water. Thank you for fire. Thank you for sun. Thank you for sky. Thank you for stars. What a beautiful metaphor for infinity. Can you imagine a better metaphor for infinity other than a clear night, looking up and just seeing a sky full of stars? Like infinity was like, just in case you forget, stars. Oh yeah. Thank you for breath. If we're not in delusion, this is how we start our day. This is how we feel. This is how we feel. We remember that this is all a gift. This life is a gift. This breath is a gift. Every relationship we come into, it doesn't matter how much they piss you off or annoy you or frustrate you or how narcissistic they are or how egotistical they are or arrogant they are or how hurtful they've been to you or how much they've betrayed you. Every single relationship in our life is a gift for our awakening, for our capacity to see through the illusion and to come into our heart and to build the capacity to stay present and loving even when we are deeply tested. Because when we do that, we shine and radiate our light out for others who are not in that place. And for a moment, even just for a blip in time, they can come up for air. They can come up for air and they can feel that spaciousness with us. Soulful spaciousness. And then they can go into their lives and they can have a ripple effect on all the people they come into contact with that spaciousness. And them in their social networks. And so, one thing that my teacher says is, we are all walking each other home. Home. Real home. Love home. Divine love home. Most of the world's religions have been run by men. It's a fact. It's an indisputable fact. Most of the world's religions, the big tribes, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, even Hinduism, Judaism, run by men. Run by men. Priests, pastors, monks, preachers, whether they be in temples or synagogues or churches, run by men. Even if we look at the Bible and we look at the sacred texts and who wrote those texts, men. Mostly by men. Many of the texts that were written by women have been suppressed, destroyed, or hidden, or just not included. Just not included. Just like, we're going to make this book, but we're only going to include these parts of these scrolls. And that's, I don't know what that is. Just take that out of here. You can see it even if you read the Bible deeply and you look at the relationship between the disciples and Mary Magdalene. The relationships there are very telling. There was jealousy. So what's my point? I've always got a deeper point. The point is, if you want to go to the Father, you cannot bypass the Mother, because they are one. They are one. Shiva and Shakti are one. Rama and Sita rule together. They rule together. Pachamama. How can we possibly worship the divine without seeing the divine? Birds and plants and animals and fire and water and air and breath, life on this planet is creation. This is the creation. This is the most incredible artwork you can't even imagine making. You can't even imagine. Imagine the artist who made this. Imagine the artist who made you. Unbelievable. And yet, how do we treat the earth? How do we treat the goddess? How do we treat the feminine? We've been trying so hard to be so holy without understanding. Holy. We never left the Garden of Eden. This was the real myth. We never left the garden. The whole thing was part of an illusion. When we mythologically ate the forbidden fruit, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Think about it. The knowledge of good and evil. Duality. Two-ness. We entered the realm of Maya. Duality. Illusion. And why did we do that? Because infinite intelligence said to us, hey, do you want to be conscious? Do you want to have free will? Do you want to have freedom of choice? And what do we say? What do we say by eating the fruit? What do we say through our actions about what we wanted? Yeah, we wanted that. And so then we got infused with this aspect of divinity, consciousness, conscious creativity. So we could create. We can create fire. We can harvest water. We can build. We can, to the extent that yes, we can drop bombs on children. And then we went and blamed God for that. When really, we've been gifted with the most incredible gift of free will. And you don't have free will without responsibility. You don't have freedom of choice without responsibility. I can be a Hitler, or I can be a saint. I can live and follow Yeshua and spread love everywhere I go. Love and healing everywhere I go. I can choose that. I have the freedom of choice to choose that life. And I have the freedom of choice to go down a destructive path and become a CEO of a mining company and just drill, 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 take, 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 mine, 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 mine. I'm mining. I'm mining. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. I'm mining. We have freedom of choice. And then we went and blamed God for it. Like, how infantile of us. How spiritually infantile of us to do that. And all we can do is hold ourselves in compassion. Really, actually hold ourselves in compassion, because we have been infantile. We have been very infantile. We have been literally destroying our mama. And then blaming God for it. Or blaming evil. It's our choice. It's each one of our choice, what we do. And what my teacher says, if you genuinely want to make this world better, you really want to live in a more peaceful world, then you damn well better be peaceful. And to think otherwise is laughable. It's laughable because I'm so angry that the world is not more peaceful. Where does that get us? Where's that taking us? So, Shiva Shakti, oneness. Rama Sita, oneness. God, Goddess, oneness. Father, Mother, oneness. Heaven, hell? Hell? How about earth? Heaven and earth. Oneness. Sky and earth. Oneness. The greatest illusion ever perpetrated and perpetuated within human consciousness is the illusion of separation. I am you in another body. You are me in another body. God is not a word. God is here. God is this moment, every moment. Inside of me, inside of you. Not that we created this, but we are the creation expressing itself in a infinitely multiple variety of ways.